After the flood of the Old Testament, God brought the rainbow as a sign that he would not bring the rains again. When the world began to come to an end, some lost their faith, saying that the Lord had reneged on his promise. I realized what was happening. No promises were being broken. God was not bringing a second flood. Man was, gleefully destroying himself and then blaming it on the Lord. That has been man's sin from the beginning, in the garden. He is always unable to admit that he is responsible for his actions. As if we didn't know what we were doing. For decades we destroyed everything that was ours and not ours. The air, the earth, the water, the life, from the lowliest grubs to the oldest trees, to our own brothers. We did it all with eyes nailed open and choosing not to see. And when we could no longer ignore the trail of death that followed us, we tried to blame it on a good and merciful Lord. And the Lord just shook his head, because even though his love for us is infinite and undying, he had to let things come to their logical conclusion. And so it came to be that many lost their faith, and many who had never had their faith became false believers, hoping to be saved from themselves. In the end, of course, the only ones spared were the true followers of his way. I was one of those followers. I am not in heaven just yet, though. In his infinite grace, the Lord has given me an opportunity to show just how strong my faith is. When first I was placed in this room, I thought it was a holding spot for the faithful, and I was confused as to why such a thing would be needed. Now I see that I was hasty to judge the others. They are not followers. They do not even know what to believe, much less know his glory. It is not possible that they would have been saved. No, it is quite the opposite. They are being used as tools to test my faith, to see how I stand when they throw their bizarre misconceptions at me. A lesser man would fall in his beliefs. Faith would seep out of the corners of his mind to make room for the voices of the self-assured fools, and soon he would be a mere scrap of a believer, so filled with doubt and false convictions that he would not be able to move. But that is a lesser man. I am strong, and I thank you, Lord, for giving me this chance to demonstrate to you the power of true faith. Instead of being swayed by the others, I find myself being amused by them. Each one of them is so entangled in themselves and their own petty thoughts about, why are we here, and when are we leaving? They have blinded themselves to the questions so that they cannot see the answers. I have kept their thoughts far from mine, so that the truth still burns bright in my mind, and I know the answers to all that they ask. I am here because I am worthy of salvation, and when I have shown the Lord that my faith is strong, he will deliver me to heaven. The others are here as pawns to test that faith, never knowing their true purpose, pondering that question always. I will leave when the Lord has seen how powerful my faith is, not sooner, not later. The others have talked of a door, by which one may leave the room, but this is obviously another test, to see if I act on the foolish advice of unbelievers. The only path out of the room is through the Lord, and were I to believe in a door, that would show to the Lord that I did not have perfect trust in him. Only by trust shall I ascend. Yes, the Lord works in mysterious ways, but they are only mysterious to the unfaithful.
When you're little, you can sense other things people can't. You can sense that something is in your closet, or under your bed, or in the dresser. You know for a fact that it's in there, but you can't begin to guess why it's there. And your mother will tell you that's your imagination, and that if you ignore it, it'll just go away. And eventually you'll stop noticing it, and you'll go on about your life like nothing was wrong. But one day, the day that you die, you'll look back on all those years since the day you started ignoring the thing in the closet, and you'll realize that even though you stopped believing in it, it never went away. It was there, every day of your life, watching you, learning everything about you. And your mother told you to ignore it? She honestly thought she was telling you the truth, because that's what someone had told her years ago, and someone had told that person, and someone had told them, all the way back to the beginning of time. By the time anyone figures it out, it's too late. Except me. I figured it out long ago, when I was just a kid. I stopped talking right then. The less I talk, the less I know, right? And so they put me in here, because I was too smart for their spies on Earth. They know that I know something big, something so important and so secret, even I don't know what it is. Something so big that no matter how much they know about the way I talk and how I think, they'll never be able to recreate it. That drives them crazy. Gets them madder than anything else, because they have gotten accustomed to being able to do whatever they want with whatever they want. That chunk of knowledge is in there, all right, wedged somewhere in my head, waiting for the right time to come to the surface and make itself known. And when it does, a lot of things are going to change. There'll be a new world order out there. Back on Earth, when they had their guard down and their heads turned just for just a second, that vital piece of information seized the chance and jumped out of my head. It changed the world, all right. It ended the world. The universe couldn't handle having that piece of information out in the open, and she just started to buckle. By the time they got their attention back around to me, it was pretty close to the end. And so they put me in this room, to study me, and me alone, waiting to get in my head. Their whole spying thing had become personal, between them and me. They think they've got the advantage, but they also think that I still have a piece of information. They don't know that it's already gone and done what it was meant to do. And so they're going to keep me here until they get what they want out of me. Every type of sensitive equipment you can imagine is in this room, monitoring everything from my heartbeat, to the things I say, to the number of times I blink a minute. The people are cameras too. Cameras that make you act, try to get you to give up something about you and your life by throwing idiotic ideas at you and waiting for you to respond. They want me to believe that this is some sort of afterlife, where I'm going to spend some eternity with these people. So hey, I might as well tell everything I know, right? I'm surprised they even bother to carry on with this shtick. They know I know what's going on, and I know it. All they want me to do is talk. Give up my life and my mind. I still have the advantage. All I have to do is make all their work for nothing is to stop talking. If I stop talking, I stop releasing information. And if I stop releasing information, they'll never figure out that all this is in vain. And if they ever did find that out, they'd start looking back in the past for that piece of information. And if they found it, I don't want to think about what they do. My job now is to protect the welfare of the past. And the only way I can do that is to keep silent for as long as they can keep me here. And I can be quiet for a real long time.
I had to live, and I did not live like that. I knew what was right, and I did what was wrong, because it was simple, because it was bad, because I didn't believe in anything except myself. I thought that I could destroy the world and it would be just another overdose of something too good, too right to be contained. I could do anything I wanted, and all it would be was for me, doing what I was meant to do. I thought I was holy, and that the earth was something for me to eat, a sacrifice that was to be made for the betterment of me. I was perfect, and the world ended without my permission, and I landed here. Why did it take me so long for me to realize the truth? Why did I have to think that I was something special? I knew the truth. The truth was all around me, screaming in my face, and I brushed it off as being coincidence, as being other, less important people who couldn't handle their insignificance when they saw my glory. And now the truth is being offered to me calmly, like the bill at the end of a delicious meal, the bill for mankind's creation and destruction, and I have no choice but to take it. I want to take it. I want more. I want to feel the flesh being burned off my bones by holy flames, feel my eyes filling with serpents and my stomach turning to bile. I want to feel pain. Pain is how we are punished, but not here. Now I'm in a place where pain has no meaning, where time has no meaning, where I will sit for an eternities, bearing the weight of the sins of mankind on my shoulders. Never broken, but always breaking. The crime of thinking you are immortal is to be so. And now I am responsible for all that mankind has caused. Why? I did not create my destructive race, but maybe I helped destroy them. Somewhere buried in my past is the event I thought to be one of trillions of insignificancies, but the one that brought me to this room and this half a hell. Who was mankind to me that I have to be punished in their place? Are these other people mankind? No. They're sitting here to distract me from pinpointing that one special time, that one time in my life when my power was real and I didn't even recognize it. Once I discover when that time was, I will be set free. Set free? Free to go where? Man destroyed the earth. Will I be free to go back to a broken char of a world? There is nowhere left for me to go back to. I'm still the same fool I now curse. Man did not destroy the world. Man does not have the power. Man has all the power of a gnat. The only difference being that gnats do not try to fool themselves into importance. I am not powerful. I'm not mankind. I'm the same person I was on earth, but now I think I've done all the evil in the world instead of all the good. I wait here. If this is my punishment, I accept it with open arms. I am no longer in control of my existence. I never was. That's how I am meant to be.
I'm not driven by fear. I'm not driven by self-importance or self-loathing or some idyllic thought that everything will be all right. I'm not driven by anything other than my own free will. For I am all that I need to get wherever I want to go. My future is not determined by anyone other than myself and my actions. I am complete within myself. The others seem to think they need someone's permission to exist. They don't seem to realize what a blessing this is, to be separated by everyone who had power over you. Everyone who had power over me is now dead. Probably. But the others brought their leash in with them, because they didn't know how not to let themselves be controlled by something they couldn't fight back against. Lots of people were like that. I was like that. I was almost incapable of existing without that higher power to guide me through the horrid, chaotic world. I waited for signs to surface out of the bubbling acid of my life, to show me where to go to escape the world's unfeeling randomness. I was pitiful, half a person who had given their mind to someone I invented to make me feel better. I thought that if I would just do everything right, maybe I could live forever. But nobody lived forever, not even when they did everything right, when they knew all the secret signs and all the code words. They had no secret society. They'd invented it to make them feel better. Then they tricked me into believing in it. They fooled me, and I loved them for it. And soon I could fool myself without them to help. I was leading myself around without even knowing how powerful I really was. Soon I discovered the truth. I was in control all along, but all I had to do to forfeit that control was to start believing their lies. Now they're all dead, just like everyone else. Maybe now they'll realize what fools they were. Possibly. Probably not. They probably ended up just like everyone in this room, afraid of the thing they made up and gave a name to, the thing they made to comfort them, and now all it can do is to trap them. But not me. I'm in control, because I realized the truth. All the time I was looking for signs to help me through the chaos. The world was still in chaos, and the chaos was what was giving me those signs. But the chaos was not in control of me. It was me, even then, because I was the one interpreting the signs. I was my own savior, and I was my own high priest. I was worshiping myself. Now I don't have to worship anything to get me through the night. I'm free to leave. The others want to leave, but they've trapped themselves long before they landed here. I can leave, but I know that outside, just like in, there will always be the emptiness, saving us from the future, where we might meet what we create. The emptiness fills the world like a fetus in the mother's womb. I do not need to be anywhere else, when everywhere is just like here.
When I was still living in the place I used to live, I had some friends, and they would come and talk to me. We would talk about things, and everything was nice, and I felt happy. And after a while, my friends stopped talking, and they would go away again, and that made me feel sad. But then I remembered that tomorrow they would come and talk to me again, and if they didn't come tomorrow, they would come on the day after tomorrow, and then I would feel happy again. I was happy a lot. But then my friends stopped coming to talk to me so much, and then some stuff happened, and I came here, and I don't think my friends will be able to find me because I couldn't tell them where I really went. Because I don't know where I am. Not really. There are some other people in this room, and I thought that maybe they were my friends, but they were some other people. And I thought about asking them if they had seen any of my friends, but I don't think they have, because I think that I'm real far from my friends. I don't like that. I like my friends. They make me happy. But when they go away, I feel sad. But they didn't go away, I think. I think that I went away again this time instead of my friends. I wish I wouldn't have gone away. But I've gone away before, a bunch of times. I don't like going away, because my friends never come with me. But then some people tell me that I can make some new friends in the new place I'm going to go, and then I do. And then I feel happy, because I have friends to talk to, but they're not the same friends that I had before, but that's okay. I didn't know that I was going to come here, but I did. And nobody told me that I was going to make new friends. But I remembered that people had told me before, so I was going to see if these people would be my friends. But I don't think they will, because nobody seems real friendly. Nobody in the room has talked to me or anything, and they haven't talked to anyone else. And I don't know how I'm going to make friends if they don't talk to me, because that's how I always used to make friends when I moved, is to talk to people. So I don't think that these people will be my friends. I don't want them to be quiet, though. I want them to talk to me. I like to talk. Sometimes when my friends would leave, I would talk to myself because I couldn't talk to my friends, but I still wanted to talk. And I would talk about what happened yesterday and what I did today and what I liked and what I didn't like and what I was going to do tomorrow. And then I felt happy, but not as happy as I did when I was talking to one of my friends. When you talk to your friends, you can tell them what you did today, and that's good. But the other good part is when they tell you what they did today. And then that's a conversation. I like having conversations. When I was real little, some people said that I shouldn't talk to people because they might try to do bad things to me. But then some more people said that I could talk to people, and it was okay. And now I talk to people a lot. But I don't talk much because nobody wants to talk. Sometimes people didn't want to talk, but then they would talk, or someone else would, and it was okay. Maybe someone here will talk sometime, but I don't think they will. They don't look like they want to. I think that even though I can't have a conversation because there's nobody to talk to, I'm going to have a conversation with myself, even though I can't really, but I can pretend. This is weird, okay? Yesterday, I was back home, and I used to like it, but then I didn't like it so much because my friends weren't coming by and talking to me, and I like my friends. And then I went to this room, even though I don't remember how, and I think that before that I heard someone say that the world was ending, but I didn't understand that. And I didn't like yesterday very much, but I kind of did because I was home, and home is nice. I like it a lot. And today I was in the room, and I was going to try to make friends with some people, but they don't talk, and I don't think they even know I'm here. And I don't like that very much, because I know I'm here, and they don't. Maybe the other people have a thinking problem or something, but I don't like that because people who weren't nice used to say that to me, and I didn't like that very much. And so I don't think that these other people have thinking problems. Maybe they just got tired or something. One thing I liked about today and yesterday was that I'm alive and healthy, and sometimes that's the best thing that can happen in your day. But that's pretty good. But I didn't like a lot of things that happened today and yesterday. Like I didn't like how I don't think I can talk to my friends, and I can't make any new friends because I can't talk to these people. I don't like it when I don't have friends. A long time ago, I didn't have any friends, and I didn't like it very much then either. I don't like this room very much because I can't see very much, and I like to see things. I didn't like having to come here because I don't know why I had to come here, and I don't like doing stuff without knowing why. I like knowing stuff. I like my friends. I miss them. I wonder where they went. I think that tomorrow, if I don't make any friends, I'm going someplace maybe. I don't know if I should. Nobody told me that I shouldn't leave, but I still don't know if it's okay because nobody else is leaving. But maybe they just got tired probably. They aren't stupid. I'm not stupid either. Nobody's stupid. People are just different. That's good because if everyone was the same, then when you had a conversation, you'd say what you did yesterday and today and tomorrow, and what you liked and what you didn't like. And then the other person would say the same thing. And so why would you even bother having a conversation if you already know the answer? That's why this isn't a real conversation, because there's nobody to do the other half. So it doesn't work as good, but it's still good. If the other people would talk to me, I could have a conversation, but I don't think that they want to talk. So tomorrow, I'm going to leave. I don't really know how, but it's a room, so maybe there's a door. Lots of rooms have doors. I never saw a room without a door. So if I find a door, I'll open it up, and I'll go through it, and I won't hit my foot on it or anything because it's a special door. It's special because outside, I think, are a bunch of people, and they're all my friends from back before, and maybe some new people who can be my friends. And we could talk for a real long time and have conversations, and we'd all be happy. Because talking with other people is the best thing in the world. I like it a lot.